Is it working? Are people awake? I mean, it's 5:35. The only time I would get up right now is if I were like getting on a plane to Hong Kong. I'm gonna get some coffee. Now, I can't even talk loud this early in the morning. One, I don't want to wake anybody up. I mean, look, there's Ashley, awake early. Ashley, what time do you have to go to bed? Like 7? I can't take this. Oh, God, y'all are all up. I mean, this is awful. At 7. Oh, well, no, that's not bad. I was thinking when I got up. So I know my one friend, I have 2 friends that I know get up at 5:30. My friend Jen Atkinson, who probably, because she's a first grade teacher. And then my friend Casey Ragsdale gets up and goes to exercise. I just can't say, I don't think I could get up and exercise right now. Like, I get up and think about coffee. Normally when I wake up, I'm totally awake. I haven't even had coffee. Look how quick that happened. Maybe I should start getting up and doing live videos every morning at 5:30. Be like a special news hour for the budget newscaster who can't, just got back from a run. Oh my God, a run. I mean, my husband, well, that's actually the real part of the story. He's gone to exercise with this F3 group, and he, turns on all the lights because he can. Paige gets up at 4:30. 185 people? I mean, I feel like I should write a research paper about this. So he gets up at 5:30. Folgers in your cup. And to exercise. So I'll put my phone back down. He turns on all the lights. And then he asked me, because then I have to get up and go to the bathroom because, you've been home all night. He says to me, "Where's my bag?" The question, where is anything, bugs me. It didn't bug me as much as it could have, but I was feeling bugged. I was feeling more the humor of, where's my bag? And I said, I don't know, because you unpacked the car. He walks all around the house, looks, comes back upstairs. I said, did you find the bag? He literally goes like this. It was at his feet at the closet door. So then I was sort of half awake. Hello from Australia. Oh, what time is it in Australia? Allie's going out to run right now. Oh my gosh. I'm old. I wake up early. Been up since 4:30 because I have to be at work at 6. My daughter has to leave for school at 7. School starts at 7:30. I mean, I'm telling y'all, now that I'm awake, actually, but I still don't feel like going to exercise. I guess, do people ever feel like going to exercise? I'm shooting a coffee. Coffee's having trouble. I still remember when I used to get home this time and then went to work. I'm going to pee. Oh, golly. Let's see here. I need my good. This cup. I'm driving today. Elizabeth says she can't see. Oh, I know. I was like, what am I missing? I'm missing my almond milk. Boy, we just finished that series, Goliath. If that's good or not. and it's all about, it has a lot of almond facts in it. I'm getting started on my diet today. No, it's not a diet. When you're the parent of a senior citizen, done, you are up all hours of the night, letting him out to do, oof. At 5:30, I wake up my granddaughter to get them ready for school. I mean, let me tell you something. My parents ain't never woke anybody up to get them ready for school. I don't think they woke me up. Well, my dad might have woke me up. Why do we have to be up so early? Now, we're not going to sit in this messy kitchen. No, we're not. So, one of the best parts of my morning that I get to avoid today, I'm so excited. We're going to do it. Well, we might not talk that long. Is that, oh, you went to see Downton Abbey at my movie theater? I'm dying to go see it. Well, Russell has a game tonight at 7. Damn it. I can't go see it tonight. Maybe I'll get to go see it tomorrow night. One of the most annoying things about the morning is that every day I wake up and Blair is like this. Will you do my hair? Oh, yeah. Anyway, so I'm real excited this morning that she can't do that, so I might have to do it to her. I strongly dislike 5:30 a.m. It's 7:45 p.m. in Australia. Yeah, that's a serious time change. Is that 10 hours? I'm not good at math. Is it? 5? Yeah. Oh, gracious. Oh, Allison has a birthday. So, this is what people do. Now, see, if I got up this early, what is that? Then I just start looking around at things like this, like, who left a Sunkist in my living room? And look, there's a Mountain Dew can. Oh, look. Is that? Oh, good. There's cat puke or poop or something. Yep. That's why I don't get up early. That's reality. But you know what I'm going to do about it right now? Nothing. I'm going to do what my husband does about stuff like that. You know what he does? He pretends that he doesn't see things like that. Mm-hmm. So that I have to clean it up. So now I'm on him. Aaron Brabble, what the hell are you doing up this early? Love the hair. My hair is struggling. It needs washed. That'll happen later. No, seriously. I'm loving your cup. Is it metal? Yeah, it is. And it has some top, but I don't, tops and cups don't do well here in this house. Because I don't know why. So all y'all are up. And you're now on Facebook. And you're not even getting the shit done that you get up to do. So why did y'all get up? I mean, I got up for you. Are you going to exercise? Or wake up children? What time does the sun come up? No one in my house has the power to see cat poop or puke. I mean, the problem with the cat poop, problem with the cat poop is that if he does see it first, he'll yell at me about the cat poop. Because somehow I get blamed for making the cat poop on the floor. I do. Yep. Is it my fault? Oh, I'm going to get the network connection better. The internet's struggling, and nobody's even up to steal all of it. Hold on. We'll see if that helps. I don't know if it's going to help or not. Facebook says, come back. Your people are waiting. I'm like, well, I'm just trying to get the internet. So Mondays, me and I'm driving carpool. And then I have this woman coming over this morning. Her name's Selena. And Selena is with a group in Elizabeth City next door to me. And she is coming to talk to me about services for Amos through Trillium. So that's sort of exciting. I'm a teacher that doesn't have to work today. She's going to come over, and I think he's eligible for 20, I think, we'll find out today, 20 hours a week of developmental therapy, and then 200 hours a year of respite. And what that means is that Mary, who works for me, can kind of subsidize her income with that, because she's doing all those things already. We're just paying her, so it would be nice for us. So we could spend more on lawsuits. Ugh. Speaking of the lawsuits, we did file our motion to dismiss for, West Virginia last week. But I don't know when we'll ever hear anything. Anyway, my husband is a football coach. They practice at 6 a.m. Well, that'd be a real commitment to being in football, playing on the football team. Hi, Beth. Trillium, local or national? So it's local. So in North Carolina, through Medicaid, you have, they call it the waiver, and it's for people with developmental disabilities. So when Amos was 2.5 or 3, we got him on the wait list for the waiver. And so once you get the waiver, you get help. The idea is for the rest of your life, but you get up to 40 hours a week of help. You get to go to the Y. There are lots of services that are great. So the idea of this came after we dismantled institutions, right? We've always taken care of our population of people like Amos. So great. So we decided institutions aren't the right way to do it. So let's give the money to families, and then so children that would be at risk of being in an institution could stay home, right? And in the long run, it's cheaper too, which is good. And better for kids, even more important. So Amos has been on this wait list. Well, this summer, Trillium calls every probably 6 months and just says, we're just checking in. How are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, we're doing fine, but and they were like, well, you can apply for this developmental therapy. And at one point they had a service dog program, and then they undid that. And then you could apply for help, like with a fence in your backyard or an AuGcom device. Lots of stuff, really. We haven't applied for anything like that just because we haven't really needed it. The waiver wait list in West Virginia. A high schooler gets on the bus at 6 o'clock. So anyway, I called Selena last week, and she was like, well, no. She came to the house and was like, you don't qualify for any of this stuff because you don't have Medicaid. And I was like, well, Trillium told me I did. So I called Trillium while she's here. And she's like, yes, she does. She qualifies from the state block grant. And she was like, okay. And then she called last week and was like, okay, I think I've got it figured out. But I'll tell you, it's really been an experience with this kind of Joycia Chronicles. What do families do? And so I put this post up this weekend and said, this is why I can't ever just talk about dumb things like the morning. I start talking about stuff like this. here are the things available for people in North Carolina. And there was so much chatter. People don't know, where do you go if you live in a different county. So evidently, one of the people reached out and said, your county, usually my county's not good for much, in terms of service. Trillium offers more than any of the other groups that serve the other counties. So that's good for me, but not good for everybody else. Anyway, so we'll see what happens today when she comes. I'll keep you posted. Because it's important to share that information with other people. Because if I could have 25 hours a week help during your meeting, you will then pick a provider. Please feel free to reach out to me as you work through this. I have my provider, Elizabeth. Do you mean Mary, who works for me? So she is going to be my provider. Is that what you mean by provider, or like organization? I think Selena's coming from one organization. She's not from Trillium. She's from like a care group in Elizabeth City. If you don't have medical insurance, you don't get funding for kids with autism. Y'all, I had this pre-cancer taken off my ear last week or 2 weeks ago, and my dermatologist, Mary Helen, froze it off. Holy cow, that thing still hurts. It's like they play keep away with available services of the organization. Well, I think the organization I'm getting it through is coming today. That's who Selena's with. So I wasn't that crafty with who I picked. I just called the person that Trillium told me to. But they've been real nice. So that's good. 200 people. I mean, is it even 6 o'clock? I can't take this. My supporters, do y'all want to start having videos? So my supporters, we do videos like every day. So you're thinking, this is so fun. Oh, well, you need to come over to the dark side. But I have never done a video this early for my supporters. Would y'all like it? I mean, I'm really like, I can't believe people are awake. Oh. You do you, though. You do you, I'll do me. No. Actually, it's nice now that I am awake. But how tired will I be later? Insomnia. Oh, I don't have insomnia. I have, what's the opposite of insomnia? Excess-somnia. I could like get in the bed and sleep for years. I'm up every morning this time. Oh. I just can't get over this. I will say it is nice that they're all asleep. There's something about getting up every day. Yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday misses our morning video at 9, because, that's when I'm up. No, I get up at 6:45. Tuesday, well, then we'll start doing some videos for you. Name it your morning tea. Been up since 3 because I have a new client. 8 p.m. crash. Middle school starts at 7 o'clock? Y'all, I would not make it. Camping trip with the Girl Scouts? I mean, I get up at 5:10, 4:45 in Houston. Y'all, this is crazy. I just can't get over this. I slept yesterday till 10:30. Bless me. Thomas and I went to the beach for the weekend. It was our 17th anniversary. And I would like to say that we did something unbelievable, but we didn't. It was kind of cloudy Saturday. We went to dinner with my parents in Beaufort Friday night to the Rum Bar, Stillwater. That was really good. And then got up early Saturday for no reason. Probably because I didn't have anybody waiting for me to get up, which then makes you not mind getting up if you don't have small people to tend to. He played tennis for like 4 hours, and is it lay or lie? Lay, past tense of lie. I lay in the bed and watched Dateline or 2020 or something. So happy. And then he brought sandwiches, and then I laid in the bed some more. That's what we did. And then we started watching Goliath. Well, that is a good show if you haven't watched it. I can't imagine sleeping until 10:30. Oh my God, I could sleep till 10:30, like every single day. So then we watched Goliath, and we got takeout from Amos Mosquito, which is very good, down at Atlantic Beach. If you're going to go eat anywhere, you want to go there. We had, I keep looking at that cat poop on the floor. It's making me not want to drink my coffee. Ugh, it's disgusting. It looks like somebody stepped in it. I mean, other people, serenity and calmness and cleanliness. I live in squalor, cat poop, and people just leave Sunkist laying around. They don't put Parmesan cheese in the refrigerator. Nope. No siree. It's fine. No big deal. It's normal life around here. Well, is it almost 6 yet? I might as well get up and start doing something. See, I could go back. I could drink all that coffee, and then I could go get back in the bed. Yes, I could. Did I tell y'all? Oh, I did tell y'all. I'm doing a TED Talk, TEDx Talk. So TED Talk is like once a year in April in Vancouver, and they have 70 speakers. I'm not doing a TED Talk. I'm doing a TEDx Talk in Cary, December 14th. And so last night on the way back from the beach, I did talk to Thomas some, but then I mainly like researched my TEDx stuff. Oh, it's 6:04? Okay. 10 to the cat shit. I mean, yuck. But anyway, I was watching TEDx Talks. He windsurfed yesterday afternoon, and I was watching TEDx Talks and reading about, blah, 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 what you do at the TEDx Talk. And I read in there, you spend like an average of 90 hours prepping for the TEDx Talk. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is why there's cat shit on my floor. Because, see it? Because I'll be busy getting ready for the TEDx Talk. I mean, that's not good. Geisha, it's my friend from high school. Geisha, I saw the pictures of your lovely daughter. Just wanted to say that on Facebook. So, the TEDx Talk, TEDx. So they were like, well, you should watch something. So I do. I watched Brene Brown, Power of Vulnerability, because that made her famous. Well, of course it did. She stood up there, and she had been researching for like 10 years and divulged her research results. I mean, yeah, that was good. And then Glennon Doyle, well, hers was good because the title of it was Confessions from a Mental Hospital. Well, I mean, anybody's going to listen to that. That sounds awesome. And my husband was like, was she in a mental hospital? I was like, well, I don't think so. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I think she just struggled with addiction. But what a clever title. Maybe my title should be Surrounded by Cat Doo-Doo. So anyway, that almost stressed me out. So it's 18 minutes. And this week, well, you have homework assignments. And so there's nothing like due this week. So this week, I think there's something due on Monday. At least today, either today I'm going to clean up the house and put away laundry, or tomorrow I'm going to do that. I might do that today while I think about it. So it's really tricky. You've got to have a good title. You've got to tell, it's not a story or a lecture, it's your idea. And then you're supposed to be the best person to tell it, and then have an idea that other people need to hear, but tell it in a way that they're intrigued. And so these folks did stories, and then they did kind of pictures on a screen. Though the pictures were like, I do think my pictures can be better. Maybe that's not good though. I always do pictures when I talk of, the pictures tell a story, right, of my kids. But these are like Glennon and Brene, which I hate to say they're not doing it right because, they're them. But their pictures are generic. But maybe they do that on purpose. Maybe there's some secret about privacy that I haven't learned. Cease and desist, title opinion. So anyway, well, I just got to get the title right. So Brene Brown, she does research for 8 years. And I was like, well, I ain't got 8 years to do research, and I don't know what I'm going to do on it anyway. But my talk is about the unexpected joy in having a child with special needs. Though yesterday, I was told that special needs is not preferred language. It's disability. That's exhausting. So, but that's what adults say that have disabilities. They don't like the term special needs because it sounds kind of babyish. And I can see that that's right. Special needs does seem better for a small child. So now I'm like, well, hell, maybe I can't even use the term special needs anymore. That's going to mess me up. I've been using that for 3 years. So anyway, I want people to leave there and think. So yesterday I did my Brene Brown research on Facebook. And then I think, well, can I tell this in the talk? But because then I want people to know, oh, this is why we like Adrienne, because, she just blah, blah, blah. So I do this research, and I said, what do you think when you see a family with special needs out? If you didn't have a special needs child, what do you feel? If you did, what do you feel? What has changed if you went from not to having? And boy, the answers are really thoughtful. I disagree with that. And I teach special needs and have a medically fragile son. Well, Vicki, I'm not saying that you're wrong or right, just like I'm not either. But the research, it is quite prevalent that adults with disabilities do not like that term. It's not good news for me either. It's just true. Disabled. No, they don't like differently abled either. I read about that. No, differently abled. Disabled. Disability. Ugh. There needs to be, I don't know, words. Linguistics. Words just get old. I mean, think of mentally retarded. So what happens is, I think a term like special needs, you're like, well, great. Well, then you have people like my son, let's just be honest, my 13-year-old, who will say, because he's a dumbass, oh, Russell, aren't you special? Well, so see, then they take a perfectly nice term, my own children, and use that as a put down. Now, they would never say the R word. They no, that's wrong. We wouldn't say that. But then they're doing that with special. I mean, they don't know. They're not thinking about, saying something against your brother. That's what children do. It's like saying somebody's gay. That's kind of gone away at my house because I tried to put a stop to it. You're gay. He's gay. It's so inappropriate. Anyway. But again, so is everything in my house, including the cat vomit, puke, whatever it is, that I stumbled upon this morning. So I want the talk. I want people to leave the talk and go home
and think, wow, I didn't know there was so much joy in having a child with a disability. And then maybe 10 years down the road, they're pregnant. And they say, your son has Down syndrome. Now, the person that says your son has Down syndrome, that person saw my talk too. So that person, when she holds this little baby, she doesn't say, I'm sorry to tell you. She says, congratulations, your son has Down syndrome. Now, some of y'all, and you probably a lot of you, are thinking sleep is your superpower. You're probably thinking, well, that's not true. I mean, why would you congratulate somebody on Down syndrome? But when you ask families, this is what we're talking about, listening to what families say. When you ask families who have children with Down syndrome, they will tell you it has been the greatest joy. So if you don't have a child that has that disability, you think it's terrible. But don't we want to listen to the people that actually do? It's the same reason that I don't want to win the lottery. When you talk to those people that win the lottery, they're miserable, they're broke, and you think, well, that wouldn't be me, I'd be different. Because, you know, you like to think about being rich, but it ain't true. So we listen to the family. So I think about, okay, so the nurse says, congratulations, you have a son with Down syndrome. And then the mom thinks, I just won the lottery. This is going to be great. And when I say that, and you think, well, you complain about Amos and this and that, and I do. It is a hard path. Running a marathon is hard, right? I've never run one. Not planning to. But it doesn't look easy. You're out, people that are exercising right now, it's dark. There's somebody blowing leaves beside my house because I live beside a parking lot. Those things are hard, but they're worthwhile, right? There are all these benefits. So being a special needs parent, the parent of a disabled child, I'm practicing using this new language, it is so joyful. And Ted doesn't let you talk about, can't be religious. And so this sounds religious, though I don't really mean it to be. Having Amos is like getting a little crack in the door into heaven to see what's important. Or maybe not even heaven. Maybe at the end of your life, it's kind of like it gives you this really far out perspective of what's important. You know, my whole life I've tried to be successful and worked hard and just thought, you know, if you work hard and you do this, you could be thin, or you could make money, or you could be successful. You know, you just work hard. And now I have this little person, and it's not like that. He's not like that. And I can't make him be that person. You know, I can't, no matter what I do, I can't make him look the way that I do. So, and that's great. So that's the part I'm trying to get through. Now I have 18 minutes. So y'all might have to suffer through this. My supporters know they have to suffer through my trials and tribulations. That's not true. We have a lot of fun. But that's the part I want to get through. Finding joy in children's disabilities. Thank you, Tammy. Possible topic name. So this is going to be a frequent topic over on my supporter video blog, and I'm trying to get, but I want to hear people's opinions, and I want to talk about this amongst the group and have people say, yeah, okay, I get it now, because that's what I want the group to leave and carry that day that I talk. So I made the mistake of listening to people that have done TEDx talks and what they did to get ready. They start drinking 2 quarts of water a day, like 2 months before the talk. Well, that means I have to start that like in a week. How much is 2 quarts? 2 quarts. Person first language. A person with a disability. Yes, Amber, you're right. I knew that. But Amber, the problem is, so if I want to do a title of a talk, it's supposed to be short. So I was going to say special needs mom. So that doesn't put me first, but I don't mind because it's me, right? So I can call myself whatever I want. But the joy of a mom to a parent, to a child who has a disability. The title is too long. So I've got to come up with a way to say it shorter. Now, children with autism, as opposed to just autistic, I will tell you that adults with autism prefer, overwhelmingly, they say they're autistic. So isn't that interesting? Sometimes what we think people like, they don't like. It's crazy. It's not crazy, but it's just good to know. A quart is 64 ounces. Golly, I'll drown the joy of a child with autism. But it's not going to be about autism. It's going to be more of any type of disability. And you got to think about these titles. So remember what I just said? Glennon Doyle's is, Confessions from the Mental Institution. Brene Brown is The Power of Vulnerability. These are like good titles. 32 ounces. Somebody else just said 64. Oh my God, y'all don't even know. Shoot, I'm going to wake up Blair. Okay, I'm going to think about it today while I clean up this shithole. Quite literally, remember, because can you see it? Mm-hmm. Our joy. I can't get the camera down. Oh, there. Okay. 8 ounces of water for 4 bottles. Oh my God, I can't. You asked what 2 quarts was. Oh, 2 quarts is 64 ounces. Oh, well, that's nothing. For this Optavia thing that I'm supposed to start doing, you're supposed to drink like 100 a day. Not that I do. So I'm getting back started on my Optavia, which I basically quit in June. One, I have like 10 boxes of food that I've paid for in my closet. Another thing is I'm going to get on the stage on video. And that's probably the most anybody's ever going to see me in my life. And I better look good. Right? Because if I'm like a piglet, they're going to be like, well, for somebody that's happy, she sure does look terrible. Join a Toastmasters club in your town. Ain't got any Toastmasters. They give me, I have a speaking coach that's going to be assigned to me. I don't know who that is. So there's a person in charge of teaching me how to speak properly. And in one way you think, well, I should be good because I have spoken quite a bit. I mean, I think some people speaking haven't. Ooh, one person that I just heard was talking is Jamie Valvano. Do you know who that is? Her dad is Jim Valvano, who gave probably the best speech that's ever been given at the ESPY Awards. She's talking. Oh. Do I want to go after somebody really good or before? I think before. Hope you like roller coasters. Oh, that's clever. But anyway. Well, what was I saying? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to get started back on the thingjiggy. Oh, speaking a lot. But then on the other hand, I might have all these bad habits that I don't even know I have, so now I have to unlearn them. One bad habit I have, it's not a bad habit, it's just more of a time cruncher, is that I use note cards. Note cards are kind of like my security blanket. But I don't have 90 hours to prepare for a talk because I have to memorize this talk. And you know how you're supposed to memorize it? I read this last night too. You have to wait for to be done, and then you speak it into a recording, and you listen to it over and over and over again. Doesn't that sound horrible? You know how pissed my children will be? And how do you even put something on a CD? I guess you just record it into your phone and then play it on your Bluetooth speakers. I might need a tape recorder. How do you get to be in the audience? Well, you can buy a ticket. They're $50. But unfortunately, and now I looked at this too. So there's like 1,400 TEDx conferences. There's one there's a couple in North Carolina over the next few months. They're not sold out. There's one on Tuesday at like, I don't know. There's one on Tuesday somewhere, not Burlington, somewhere. And the tickets aren't sold out for tomorrow. The talk where I am in December sold out in August. And it has like 400 seats. And the other ones have like 100. Disability doesn't disable joy. It's getting close. I'd like it if y'all came up with a talk. I'd send you a hat. Maybe a t-shirt. So I don't know why it's sold out. Probably because it's at SAS. Anything at SAS, people are like, ooh, it's at SAS. I mean, I think that too. Ever since I saw that 60 Minutes where they had all those damn buckets of M&Ms up at 4:30. Joyability. Oh, now you're talking. That was a good title. Okay, keep working on it. All right, I'm going to get up now. Or actually get up. To my supporters, I'll see y'all about 8:30 so we can ponder our next topic and giveaway. And we're discussing, so yours is sold out. Yeah, it's sold out. But I mean, it's sold out not because of me. It's sold out before they even picked the speakers. It's sold out in August. Why did it sell out? Me don't know. Oh, Amos was so excited to see me. So last night, I'll tell you this and then I'll go to bed. Go to bed. I'll get up. Amos last night, he doesn't ask me questions and it really like does me in. So last night we were in bed and I was like, Mary had told me all about what they'd done. They'd gone to an air show and she said, we saw this big Coast Guard plane, but he wanted to get in it, but you couldn't. And so I was saying, oh, you saw a Coast Guard plane. And then he said, well, a cargo plane. And I was like, oh, you saw a cargo plane too, right? So he tells me about this cargo plane. And then I said, well, would you want to go with mommy on a cargo plane? And he said, in a crop duster. Well, Mary later was like, we saw a crop duster and a cargo plane, but he didn't want to have anything to do with them. He liked the giant, Coast Guard plane. So he's trying to tell me, right, what he saw. But if I'm not there, then I have to like be a magician to figure out. I should have thought, oh, he saw a crop duster, but I didn't because, I'm not smart like that. So anyway, he's trying and I'm trying to help him tell me things too. He's turning 6 in November. Oh, and so we're having a birthday party. We have not had a real birthday party since he was maybe 1 or 2, I think. We have done something every year. Like we've gone to Pizza Hut and we've done that a couple times. Had friends come. One year we took the trolley to Dairy Queen for ice cream. I've been saving up those slips of paper for like 2 years. So we all had free ice cream. Make the lady at Dairy Queen hate me. So she always says, can you pull up? I'm like, no, I'm not pulling up. No one's behind me. But anyway. But Amos has gone to a couple birthday parties recently and done pretty well. And so I said, oh, you went to Caroline's birthday party. Was it fun? He said, was it fun? I said, was there a jumpy castle? And he said, with a slide? And I was like, there was a slide. And so he loved that. And, oh, crap. What the hell is this light doing? Hang on. Oh, I don't know what this is doing. This is driving me bananas. So and I said, do you want to have a party? And, do you want to have a party? I said, yes or no? He said, yes. And I said, do you want to have cake? Do you want to have cake? I said, what? Do you want chocolate or strawberry? Chocolate cake. So we're going to have a party. We're going to have a jumpy castle. We're going to have chocolate cake. And I think I'm going to see if the fire department will come and bring a fire truck. And then that's all I got. Do I have to have anything else? I have not closed my eyes once this whole night. So anyway, please ask me a question. That's what Sarah said. So that's exciting. And my whole worry has been like, what if he does terrible at the birthday party? Well, you know what? People know Amos enough to know that sometimes he does terrible. It doesn't matter. They'll have fun at the birthday party. But that day at 1 o'clock, it's my daughter. That day, Pause for People, the service dog organization, they're coming at 1 o'clock. That was the day they picked to do a home visit. There she goes. Good morning. Let me do your hair. Hurry, come on. Hurry, get over here. Let me do your hair.
What time is it?
I wanted to wake you up because I need to do your hair. Can we do your hair? This is what she does to me every morning. Can you do my hair? I need you to do my hair. It's 6 o'clock. Do my hair.
What time is it?
I don't know. Why do you not know? Have you made your lunch? Have you brushed your teeth? Have you gotten your book bag together?
Yeah.
Liar. You have not washed your hair.
I watched it last night.
You did not.
No, I watched it last morning.
You watched it last morning?
Yeah.
What day was that?
Yesterday.
You watched it before church?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Mary told me.
Oh, Mary Cole made me. Well, that's good. I do trust Mary Cole. Have I seen the Charlotte Observer article on Johnson? Yes, about him being the czar. My God. It's awesome. Oh, I tell you what. I'm going to vote for Jen Mangrum in this race. You don't want to. You don't have to. But I'm going to tell you something. Do not vote for him. Do not vote for Mark Johnson. That might be my new shirt. I think I'm going to make that shirt. Do not vote for Mark Johnson. Yes, that's my new shirt. Like, don't mess with Texas. And I'm going to put the state of North Carolina on it. I mean, he is terrible. He might be a nice person, but he is terrible for North Carolina. It's like my dad is running the Department of Education. I mean, it is bad. Coffee first. Yep, I'm having my instant Folgers right now. She's getting her shoes on. She catches the bus at 7:10. So between 7 o'clock and 7:30, there's a lot of activity here. I probably should get up early to prepare because it's sort of hard. Anyway, Amos is doing well at school. His teacher is working so hard to do things to kind of get him on task and settled. I'm very appreciative. And I really want to go see. But I mean, Lord knows I can't go see. If I show up out there, he's like, get in the car. I need to get her to video for me. But she got shit to do. She don't want a video. So that's good. And he started his Prozac. I know. I have a 5-year-old on Prozac. Last week on Thursday, and I asked Mary yesterday, since we were gone this weekend, can you tell? She was like, no. So we're supposed to take this dose for 2 weeks, and then we go up. So we're at like a half a milliliter for 2 weeks, then a milliliter after that. So we'll see. Hopefully it's helpful just to settle him down. Is Jen opposed in the primary? Yes, Jen Mangrum is opposed. There are like 5 or 6 people running, Democrats running. But Mark Johnson is not opposed. What if Adrian ran in the primary? You think I could win? I don't even want to win. I mean, let's be serious. I don't know enough to be superintendent either, but at least I acknowledge it. And if I were there, I would at least get people to help me that knew what the hell they were doing. I wouldn't ask Berker. Oh, here. Let me ask Hitler how I should be in charge of, taking care of children. Not that Berker's Hitler. Lord knows you can't say anything like that. They all go crazy. Prozac can take up to 30 days to tell a difference. Don't feel bad. He did say it could take 3 to 6 weeks. So he did say that. Okay, carry on, people. Supporters, I'll see y'all at 9. You ready to have your hair done?
No, what
Why do you keep asking me what time it is? Why don't you look in the kitchen? This is what we like to do. We like to start fighting. What? Goodbye. Good luck.